and to develop code for each module. It becomes very hard. So this is the systematic approach. All the industries are slowly adopting this architecture-oriented system development. Of course, the companies are always in pressure to develop the code for the client and deliver it at the earliest. So mostly they are highly chaotic in nature to develop the code. But we as guide for them, as software engineering qualified people, our aim is to guide them who are moving in a chaotic manner to move in a systematic manner, so that the future errors can be, or the faults or the failures or the defects can be avoided to certain extent. That is the whole objective of software engineering or subsequently software architecture. That is the whole objective. So on that context, we read UML, then we read different styles, then we read different ADL. These are nothing but the ADL, architecture description language. In the last class, we read Arc Studio. If anybody has any problem, please ask Subham Ingole Bhaiya. Subham Ingole is at your disposal. How to write the code from the skeleton and how to link the OCL. OCL is always a part. जीवन में जहाँ कठिनाइयाँ नहीं, कठिनाइयाँ means any set of constraints. Any set of constraints वो जीवन नहीं. So always there will be some constraints all the time. You cannot move free. Life is always with chains. So ये जो chain है, इस chain को आप सही connect करोगे using OCL. So आप पूछो, आप बार बार पूछो, जितना ही आप पूछोगे आपकी डाउट क्लियर होगा. So you please ask to Subham Bhaiya, if at all you have any problem with Arc Studio. If you don't have any problem, if you are confident that you can proceed independently, then we'll move to another model called as Acme Studio. Studio means where things are in a proper organized manner, in proper systematic way. So that was the Arc Studio, and today, if at all you don't have any problem, so you please ask, sir, I had this problem last time here. I had the problem last time here. Otherwise, you will go on telling and you will listening. You won't do anything and you won't listen anything. This is the problem in our Indian education. Until unless you take interest, you do yourself, you won't learn anything. You won't learn anything. It is your own interest, by your own effort, you learn something. Nobody can feed you at this old age to you. You are no more a small tiny baby. So it is your interest to do regular practice and learn by yourself. इंगोले भैया की एक वेरी कॉमन वर्ड है इन्वोकेशन. इंगोले भैया क्या बार बार इन्वोकेशन बोल रहे हैं, मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. अरे बाबू ना, पूछो where is the word invocation comes here. You ask him. You ask him where the invocation comes in. The very favorite word है. So you ask him very much, and it is very much necessary. Until unless you learn invocation, you won't be able to get the operations or methods done in any class. So learn from him. He is a very good student, so learn from him. Okay, so choice is yours. If you don't learn, you suffer. Choice is yours. So if at all you have any doubt, please ask him on Arc Studio. अगर है तो बढ़िया, नहीं तो we'll move towards Acme. Anybody has any doubt, can you please raise any hand? Or if you don't have any doubt on Arc Studio, we'll move towards Acme Studio. Please raise any hand if you have any doubt. Okay, fine. Nobody. Okay. Okay, fine. So
Start.
you start. You start.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, you start. Apartment
So I,
start.
yes, sir. So I hope you have downloaded the Acme Studio. I will share my screen first.
शुभम आप जरा जोर से बोलना, ठीक है?
Yes.
शुभम भैया की पीच थोड़ा लो है। हाँ, ठीक है। ओके।
So my screen is visible to everyone. Acme Studio. So after opening the Acme Studio.exe file, this screen you will see this screen. So you will not see any the system1.acme or any project. So the first thing you have to do is create a new project. So those who have installed it successfully, they can do it side by side. They can start their Acme Studio. So here are some of the projects I have already created. So I will create a new project. So the first thing we have to do is go to File, New, and we can see the Acme project. So this window will pop up. Just write down the project name. So I have given the name first Acme demo. So you can click on finish. So here you can see on the left hand side, the first Acme demo is there. The project we have just created. So here we have families.acme project. We have dot project. Let me cut this. So now we have to add one more file where we will build our architecture. So go to our project. So our is first Acme demo. Right click on it. New. Click Acme system. So the system name is system1. We will keep it that way. You can click next. Finish. So here is the container for system1.acme. So on the left hand side, you can see that under the first Acme demo, we have system1.acme. So this is the file we have just created. So this is the main container, system1.acme. So at the bottom of this container, we have three options. We have overview, we have Acme source, and we have system1. So this Acme source and system1 will go
Sir,
side by side.
excuse me, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, this system one means how to create means please once again.
Okay. So first we have to create the project, a new Acme project. So after creating this project, first Acme demo. So you have created the project successfully.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. System
Okay,
one
so
is
you have created the project. So right click on the project, new Acme system. Click on Acme system. This window will pop up. So this is the name of our system, system2, and just click finish. So I have already created one. So after finishing it, this will you will see your system1.acme. So just try it. You will get
yes,
the
sir. Yes, sir.
system1.acme.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Created.
so okay, fine. So at the bottom of this container, we have this Acme source system1. So whatever we draw here in this Acme, so like the Arc Studio, we have here this system1, which we have just created. So here we will draw our component connectors in this Acme source. This will show our what are the roles and ports we have added to our architecture. And on the left hand side, you can see there are 4 options: components, connector, we have port, and we have role. So in Arc Studio, we have component and connector, but we don't have any specific name like port and role. So here they have mentioned the name. We have ports, we have roles, we have components, and we have connectors. So we can just click on the component. So suppose for our ATM system, I click on the component. Place here. You can see the component is created. So I will rename it. Okay, let it be the same component 1 only. Component 1. Okay, so I will select another component. Just click on the component and click in this container. So we have got the second component. So you can rename the component. In the bottom tab, you can see properties, task, problems. So in the name, in the text field, you can change the name. So component 2, I will name it. So this is the third component I have selected. Now the second one is the connector. Now we will connect these components. So I will select the second option, connector. So you can see we can connect it in 2 ways. So it has 2 arrows. So it will be connecting 2 components. But to connect a component with this arrow, we have to add a port to this component. So you can see the third option is port. Just click on it. Click on the component and you can see the blue box. So this is the port. So again, select on the port. Select on the component. Wait. Okay, let me first. I will delete this component first. Wait. I have to show that Acme source. Let me delete this port also. So you can see these 3 components, and in the Acme source, you can see, just click on at the bottom of this container, system1.acme, this Acme source. So you can see the component 1, component 2, and component 3. All this has created. So we didn't have this kind of structure in Arc Studio. So here you can see the 3 components are created. So now I have taken the connector, and you can see here for this connector, it has 2 arrows. So you can see connector 0, and it has role 0 and role 1. So these 2 arrows are the roles, role 1 and role 0. So now add the port to the component. So we have 2 components. So let's add. This is the port for component 1, and similarly I will add a port to the component 2. So now again we will check our Acme source. Let's see if the ports have been added to the component. So here you can see in the Acme source, we have component 1, we have port 0. Again we have component 2, again we have port 0. Let me check the name. Name should be different. Yeah, I will change the name of this port because both these ports have same name. So let's change this to port 1, and we will change this to port 2. So we have component, we have port, we have added, we have component 2, we have port 2. Then we haven't added anything to component 3, and we have this connector with two roles, role 0 and role 1. The system, so you can click on this. So this is role 0. We'll rename it to role 1 for port 1. So I have renamed the roles. So this is role 1, this is role 2. So now what we can do is click on this role. So this is role 1, and it has connected to the port 1. It will automatically connect. And again I am selecting role 2. So it has connected to the, so you can move the component to verify that it is connected or not. So it has connected. Okay. So let's check in Acme source what has happened after connecting these uh, ports and roles. So coming to the Acme source, now nothing had changed till this. It's similar to what we have seen till now before connecting the roles and component roles and ports. The new thing which has been added here is this attachment. These two lines have been added after connecting the roles and ports. So you can see we have attachment component 1 dot port 1 to connector 0 dot role 1. So let's see component 1. This is component 1 dot port 1. So we have component 1 dot, this is port 1. We can see the name at the bottom. So component 1 dot port 1 to connector 0 dot role 1. So this is connector 0, and we click on this line, you can see role 1. So that is the attachment. And the second one will be from component 2 dot port 2 to connector 0 dot role 2. So similarly we have this component 2 dot port 2, so these two, and this has been attached to connector 0 and role 2. So we have got these two attachments after connecting the roles and ports. So similarly we can click on the connector, we can add, again check the Acme source. So we have this connector 0, no this is not, this connector 1. Again we have role 0, role 1. We can change the name, this. So role 2 and role 3. So now add port to the component 3. Let's check the Acme source, component 3, and the port has been added, port 0. So similarly connect these two. Okay, it has been connected. Again click on the port, add a go to component 2. Take this, let So it's port 0. This component 2. So we have two ports for this component, port 2 and port 0. So let's change the name of this port to avoid any confusion. So I will rename it as 21 connected. So now let's check if the attachment has been added to our Acme source after connecting these roles and ports. So here you can see the attachments. There are two more extra attachments. So from component 3 to port 0 we have to connector 1 dot role 2. And again from
Sir, can you do the fast recap, sir? My Acme has just started, sir.
okay, I will show it again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will show it again. So like for others, this is the so we have got this component connectors and attachments. So I will show it again how it will be done. So
Sir,
after, yeah.
sir, from the connector 1, we could use another role to component 3, right?
Yeah, we can use. So
Yes, sir.
we can use. So first, let me show you again how to add a project and system one. So after opening Acme Studio, go to File, go to New Acme Project. So those who are working Acme Studio, they can try right now. So go to your File menu, then select New Acme Project. Now after selecting the Acme project, give some name to the project. So after giving the name, click Finish. So after creating the project, you will see the name of the project on this navigator, left hand side. So I have created the first Acme demo. So if you have successfully created the project, then we have to add this system1.acme. So right click on the project we have just created and add Acme system. Right click on the project, new Acme system. So here you can give name to system. So we have created system 1 already. So it's saying system 2. It's a default name. Just click finish. So you can create two systems under the same project. So here I have created the second one, system2.acme. So this is our first one, and this is the second one.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, this list is not showing to me, sir. The component connector port role.
That palette. Just
Yes,
search in
sir,
the
yes,
quick
sir.
access.
Palette is not showing.
Quick access type palette.
Okay, sir. Okay.
You will get this palette. So got it. Just try palette here.
Yes, yes, sir. I got it,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes.
Yeah. So now I added the system 2. add multiple like .acme files here. Just select the component. So before you here you can see the acme source. We are just system 2. So after creating a component, the acme source will be added with component 0. Similarly, I will add more components. Here you can see component 0, component 1. We have component. So you can see the 4 components I have just created. Component 0, 1, 2, 3. So we have all this here. You can change the name of these components from this name property here to avoid any confusion. So you can select the connectors, or first you can add the port also. So here is the connector. You can check in Acme Studio, Acme source. So you have role 1, role 0, role 1 for the connector. So for connecting the roles, you have to add the ports to the component. These are like interfaces. So we have port, selecting it, clicking on the component. So check the Acme source again. So we have connector with role 0 and role 1. Check if the roles and ports have been connected properly by moving the component. So I will connect this role to this component. So after connecting this, you can check if the attachment has been added to our Acme source file. So here is the attachments. So again, I will take a connector. You can add more than one ports to a component. So here I have added 3 ports to component 1. So let's check the Acme source. So here you can see component 0 dot port 0 to component 0 dot role 1. So all these connectors, all this connection has been added here with the attachment. In total, this is there are 6, 3 and 3, 6 attachments. So these are for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in total, we have 6 attachments. So till now, any difficulty, any problem?
No, sir.
So the next thing we can do is, if there are these 2 components, I will consider this component 0 and component 1. So we can rename this role. So which one is the caller and which one is the callee? So we have these 2 names, caller and callee. check if you can give a comment here. Suppose for this component and connector, component 0 and component 1, component 0 is the caller and component 1 is the callee. So you can change here the name. Click on this role, this line. Name it to caller.
Sir, repeat, sir.
Just so we will consider this component 0 and component 2 for these two components. So I will consider component 0 as the caller and component 1 as the callee. So click on this role which is connecting this component
Sir,
0. Yeah.
we have created new system. Oh, no, sir, I was actually doing that system 1 in which we have
Yeah,
only
it doesn't matter which system you have chosen. So it's same thing, component 1, component 2 for system 1. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can consider these two components. It's same thing. We have just changed the. So for component 0, component 1, we have click on this. So I will name it as caller, and this one I will name it as callee. In the Acme source, we can check. So here you can see the connector. So we have role caller, we have role callee. You can do the same thing for system 1 also. So I will show in system 1. So those we have done in system 1. So we have component 0, component 2. We have this role 1, role 2. So I am considering component 1 as the caller, component 2 as the callee. So select this role, component 1. So I have named it caller, and this one is the callee.
Sir?
Yeah.
The same thing we can also do in Acme source.
Yeah, you can do that way also, no problem. But here you can see now which component you want
Yes,
to change.
sir. Sir, but if we'll do in Acme source, then system will change, means the diagram.
Just try it now. I haven't tried that way. Just
Okay.
change this and see if the system is also changing. It is better this way by changing these components. There will be no confusion. Because after seeing this Acme source, it's difficult to find which roles and ports we are changing.
Okay, sir.
But yeah. So I have changed this. So you can see here. So we have caller and callee. And the attachments now. You can see component 1 dot port 1 to connector 0 dot caller. And component 2 dot port 2 to connector 0 dot callee. So our component 1 is the caller and component 2 is the callee. So these two things we have done here. You can save the project by Control S. Don't forget to save. So just try to do this thing first. Try adding some components, connectors, and check this Acme source.
Sir, show the Acme source, sir.
Yes, sir. Please show the Acme source.
Acme
Attachment.
source. Attachment, yes, sir. Attachment.
Okay. So for this, so I will take the simple one over this one. So here we have component 1, component 2, component 3. Let's check the Acme source. So I'm explaining from the start. So we have this component 1 with port 1. I will show this team component 1 and port 1. Then second component, we have component 2, port 1, port 2 and port 21. Component 2, we have these two ports here, port 2 and port 21. Then the third, next is component 3, we have port 0. Component 3, we have port 0 for component 3. So these are the three components. Component 1 with port 1, component 2 with 2 ports, 2 and 21, and the last component, component 3 with 1 port, port 0. So we have got these three components. So I will scroll down. Then we have connector 0 with roll caller and callee. So this is our connector 0. You can check the name here at the bottom. Connector 0. So it has two roles. This one is the caller. You can check the name here. This name text field you can check. This caller. This one is the callee. Again going to Acme source. So we have connector 0 and we have roll caller and roll callee. This one. And similarly for this connector, you can click here to check the name of this role. So we haven't changed the name here. So the name is role 2. And for this role, we have role 3. And this is connector 1. So you can check connector 1. We have two roles, role 2 and role 3. So we haven't mentioned which is the caller and callee here. So it is like role 2 and role 3 as of now. And now comes the attachment. So attachments, so what they describe is which two components are connecting, or connector and component. Which connector and component are connected. So the first one is, you can see component 1, port 1 to connector 0 to caller. This one is this part. You can see here the name component 1 dot port 1. This thing is here. Component 1 dot port 1. Component 1, you can check the name component 1 dot port 1. Click on this, you can see caller and connector 0. So connector 0 dot, we have caller. Same thing is here, component 1 dot port 1 to connector 0 dot caller. And similarly, component 2, click on this component, check the name component 2 dot, we have port 2. So it will be component 2 dot port 2, and again we have this connector 0 dot callee. So it will be component 2 dot port 2 to connector 0 dot callee. So we have this second attachments, component 2 dot port 2 to connector 0 dot callee. So similarly for these two, for this component, for this port, for this role, and for this connector. So these are the four attachments we have got for that. So just
Sir.
try drawing. Yeah,
Sir, show the attachment, sir.
attachment.
Yes.
Okay, here are the attachment.
Sir, I have made only system 2, sir, or that project of system 2.
Problem. Okay, till now you have done this. So everything clear still now. How to generate this Acme source and how to draw this simple components and connector. So now we can go one step ahead and we can add some properties. So let me save this. So I will consider the system 1. I have component 1, I have component 2, I have this connector. So go to Acme source.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm not getting one red triangle is showing on my screen.
You can share your screen.
Okay, sir. So
It's not visible. Hello, Pratik. Are you sharing a screen? Yeah. Okay. So that red box. So click on the Acme source. Save the system. Control S. Press Control S. Go to system again. Okay, here it's some problem attachment. C3 dot. So it has to be with some name. You have C1 dot C1 to C and okay, it has gone. I think. Just save again. Save it and go to system. Okay, it has gone. So anyone knows how to increase the font size here? Not in the preferences, I think. Yes. We did it this way only. So Chandrakant, have you tried this? So you started something somewhat late, na? But should I?
Yes, sir. I've done this, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
System 2 project, sir.
Chandrakant, you have understood color, collie. Color, collie, you have understood. Code role, you have understood, Chandrakant. Chandrakant.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From day one आपको बोला गया था आप में पढ़ के कॉलर कॉली को समझो जब भैया ने बताया था रीड
Yes, sir.
ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड आज हिंदी में घुसा है पढ़ने के लिए कोशिश नहीं की anyway anybody has doubt on what role color collie please ask very much needed in software architecture very much needed okay
So the next thing is, so we have this. So I am considering this system one. So we can now add properties to our this component. So I will show how to add some properties. We have component one. So property name.
Sir, can I do same thing in system 2, sir?
It's one and the same thing. Suppose we have some attribute. So I have added some properties here for the explanation purpose only. So as I click on component 2, you can see in the bottom in the properties tab, You can see name, attribute 1, attribute 2, and the type you can see int, string, boolean, and the value you can see 4. So let me show you the Acme. So for component 2, the second component, this one, second component, component 2. So I have added 3 properties. So this is attribute 1. So look at the syntax. We have to write property, then the name of the property. So type. So the
Sir, you
type
can
is
change the font size from preference, sir. The
okay.
text.
Windows preferences
Uh,
from
in
here.
that in that appearance, yes.
Okay, appearance.
Not
Yes.
not appearance in editor.
Okay. Text editor. Something.
Yes. Oh, sir, 1 second. Sir, you can go in quick access and type font size over there. Colors and fonts. In that basics,
The basics.
below you have text font.
The text font.
Edit. Sir, edit option button.
Option here. Not responding.
Now it will change.
Okay. So in the second component we are talking about, I added some properties. So the syntax is you can see property, attribute, and the attribute type, integer, string, boolean, and the value you can mention initial value. Added these 3 properties in component 2. So let's check out in our system. So click on component 2. Here you can see the same properties. Attribute, attribute 1, attribute 2. So it has boolean, string, and int, and we have given the initial value to the integer only. So you can see the initial value 4. We can change from here also. We can change the name of the attribute. We can change the type. We can write some description also here. Here is the value. So let's try to change the value of the string from here. So double click on this. I'm typing some value. It changed. You can see hello world. So let's see if it's same in the Acme source. Yeah, in the Acme source you can see the hello world is there. Property. For this component.
Sir, can you again show how to add the property?
Yeah. Yes, wait a second, guys. Just wait.
Okay, sir.
I'm happy to note that Pratik is really interacting. I'm not hearing from Andrila or Akshay or anyone else. Somo, why you are sleeping all the time? Why Pratik is a good boy? Why?
Yes, doing it parallelly on my system.
Not parallelly. You have to interact with him. मैं प्रतीक का नाम क्यों हमेशा बोलूं? Why? So you should show equal interest. You should show equal interest. Nirbal, Siddharth, Salmia, Shivam, Ranveer, I am not hearing your tone because मैं आपकी टोन में क्यों प्रॉब्लम दिख रहा हूँ? Why? आप क्यों खराटे मार रहे हो?
Sir, I am doing parallelly, sir. I am using mobile and using laptop both.
नहीं, आप पूछो भैया ये कलर कली क्या है, मेरे को मुंडी में घुसता नहीं, पूछो। मैं कल जब पूछूंगा पूरा यू विल बी क्वाइट है, आप बोल नहीं सकोगे। आप पूछो, आपके हाथ में अपॉर्चुनिटी है, यू हैव द अपॉर्चुनिटी इन योर फ्रंट। दिस हेल्प्स यू टू एनहांस योर नॉलेज, डायरेक्ट प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज। थ्योरी क्लास में जो पढ़ाई होता है यही है, इसी का एक्सटेंशन। Okay, Ingole.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
So I will tell again how the properties are added, to guys. So I will add for this component 3 now. So we haven't mentioned which is caller and caller here. So I will go to Acme source. So this component 3. The syntax is property, the keyword property. I will give the name of attribute. You can see the return, we can see the type of the attribute. And write integer or int also. Write down. You can mention the initial value and end like this also. Want to mention the initial value equal. In component 3 we are adding this one property. So just check in our system now, system 1 for component 3. You can see for component 3 we have added attribute int initial value 3. Here it is. So you can add from here also instead of going to Acme source. So let's try this way now. We have one attribute, one property for component 3. So in the properties you can see this. So to add a new property, right click on this empty row, right click new property. We will keep the name a name same, we keep the same type. So let's change it to we can give the initial value from here and just click OK. Let's see if the property will add. Okay, so the property has been added, the new property a name string, and no initial value has been given. We have no value. So let's check in the Acme source for component 3. So you can see we have property a name string. Just give some value.
Sir, can you please show how to save this? Because till the point we are doing, we can save it then. Otherwise, it may be
Yeah, just
problematic.
control S, click control S, it will be saved.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Let's change. So we can change the value from here. So I have changed the value to string. Just type here something. I have written new. And there are three options: submit, cancel, and clear. So I will click submit. Press submit. We can check
Sir,
the
what
Acme.
are all the data types you can use?
So we have integer, string. So I have tried three, these three. So there may be more. So let's check now. Let's try. Okay, float. So we have float also. We have integer, string, boolean, float. You can just check by typing the name here. It will show error if the property is not there. The data type is not available. It will show the error. Save it by click Control and S. So it will be saved that way. So now I will create a new system. So we have first Acme demo and the Acme system. I will name it new ATM. So I have created this new ATM. Here you can see on the left hand side new ATM.acme. This new system has been created. So I will select component 0. I will name it as main. Keypad. Screen. So I have taken these three components. In Acme source we have main, keypad, screen, and cash dispenser for our ATM. So I will add the ports now. For our main, I will add 3 ports to connect with these 3 components. Let's check our Acme source. So we have for component main we have 3 ports: port 0, port 1, and port 2. And similarly for keypad, we have port 0, we have port 0 for screen, we have a port 0 for cache dispenser. You can rename these ports. I will select just first we will rename the ports, otherwise there will be some confusion. So let's say it's keypad port. I have a keypad port here, the screen port, the next is cache dispenser port. So we have port 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So let's check. So we have port 1, port 2, port 3 for our main, and then we have keypad port, screen port, cache dispenser port. So now let's take a connector. We'll connect this to port 1. And we can see the attachment has been created. So it is from main.port1 to connector0.role0, and from keypad port to connector0.role1. Now in this case our caller is main and call is keypad. So because we are asking for some input from the user, listen, this main is caller and keypad is callee. So we will name the roles according to that. So I have selected this. It's role 0. So instead that we will call it caller. So main is caller. This role as callee. So take our Acme source again. So here you can say attachment main.port1 to connector0.caller. And the next second is keypad.keyboard to keypad port to connector0.callee. Similarly, let's add for this.
Sir, main you have named caller.
Yeah. Name main is caller and keypad is callee. So again here, let me check the source first. So for the second screen component, we have screen port to connector1 dot. So this role 0 will be caller and role 1 will be callee. So let's change the name. let's check our Acme source.
So the keypad is caller and the main is calling, no?
Yeah, main is call. No, main is caller. Other. So we can see screen put dot connector one dot callie. Main is caller. We can change this connector 0 name also. So it is easy for us to read. These two components have been created, connected. So let's change the connector. So I made into similarly. So I have changed the name, so it will be easy for to read the Acme source. Let's check. These two are for the first component keypad 2. Second two attachments are from screen to main, and the third one is from cache dispenser to main dot. Keypad dot keep. So we have this caller callie, caller callie, caller and callie.
Sir, for me, this properties, task and problem, this menu list disappeared. So how to bring that back?
Which menu is this one? Properties rule.
No. That the tabs are there, no different tabs, properties, tasks, problems.
You can share the screen. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just share your screen.
So this one, this the properties tab that is there at the bottom.
Okay. Okay. So you can. Where is the quick access?
Sorry, sir, I can't hear you.
Just search in the quick access for properties. So the
Sir,
quick access will be.
access is also gone.
Let me check.
Okay.
Okay, in the Windows you can see show view. Click on the menu.
Mm.
Windows. Windows. There is a show view, and you can see properties, task. Windows window, the second last. Let me.
Oh,
Last
okay.
window. Yeah. Show view.
Properties.
Yeah, properties. View unexpected. Some error. Could not create the view. Yes. showing some error. Could not create the view and unexpected expression was. Click on the details.
Sir, I think that tool is minimized, sir.
What? Sorry.
Sir, minimize, restore it on the bottom corner.
This one you're saying?
Bottom corner restore symbol. Right.
Right bottom. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir. It's not working.
No. Oh, up. Above. Yes. No, bottom corner. Two tools is there. Yes. Not.
You can also do go to Windows and reset the preview perspective.
Sorry?
Go to Windows, reset perspective. Reset.
Okay. Okay, just come back. Thank you so much.
Okay, you can stop sharing.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I am showing sir different attachment, sir.
You can share screen.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, you are having sir different attachment.
Keypad dot. Show the system. Chandrakant, show the system. System 1.
Can you see, sir?
Yeah. Click on the keypad. This is caller. We have keypad. Okay, now go to access sources.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you see, sir? It's okay, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, I'm not able to add means a properties attribute. Can you
Here is,
show means
yeah.
how you are adding?
Okay, I will show here only then. So I will add for our ATM now. We haven't added anything here. We have keypad, screen, cash dispenser, main. So we don't have any properties. So for keypad, we will add it from our properties menu only. Don't need to go to the Acme source. So click this properties tab, right click and new property. First select the component, which component you want to add the property. So I am selecting properties, right click, new property. So I have given the name pin, it will be integer and no initial value for this. So just click OK. So you can see we have pin, 5 integer and no value, initial value. Just check in the Acme
Yes,
source.
sir. Got it, sir.
So yeah, in the Acme source you can see for keypad we have pin, property pin. So similarly, you can draw the whole architecture. You can add all the necessary components. You have to mention which is the column component connectors, and you can add the properties. So like here I have added for keypad we have a pin. For cash dispenser, let's add another property. Let's check in the Acme source. So we have for cash dispenser, where is cash? Okay, so we have this available amount. So 3 lakhs. So this is our initial int value for property available amount for component cash dispenser. So you can add more components necessary for like server, for database you can add. Component. Add the ports, 2 ports, add the connector. Check if the rows and ports have been connected. You can move the component. We have this component 0. So this one is that. So here is our database with port and attachment. These last 2 attachments for our database and main component. In similar way, we can develop the architecture. Just add all the necessary components. To add more number of components, mention which are caller and callee. in the attachments. Just to avoid any confusion, give the names properly for the components and connectors, like main to keypad, something like this, and mention
Sir,
which are the which
the properties are only for component or we can add for connectors also.
you can add for connector also. Let's try. So
Okay,
where
sir.
is our yeah.
Down, sir.
Now guys, we have to do for our library. So I have sent you the SRS for the library, and we have to complete this for ATM. So this is just partially completed. We have to add more number of components. So this is for our ATM, and similarly, I have sent you the SRS for our library management. So there you have to find out the component connectors and draw this architecture for the library management software. We will discuss that SRS also.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, how to represent different types of connectors?
So that stream and all those types we have seen in the.
Yes, sir, yes.
So there's no specific way to define. You can just name it if you want to. Like here we have name main to keypad. So you can name this. There is no special notation for that. So suppose there was a procedure called connector. Let's check. So I am naming the procedure call, and let's change the name for this data access. So instead of giving any data access, it should just give the connector. So let's check. So I am changed the name of these two connectors. So this one I am using procedure call, and this one is data access. So let's check. So the first two attachments. Procedure call. So in this way you can find out which type of connector we are using. There is a procedure call connector, and the data access the last two attachments. So we have data access connector here. So yeah, in this way you can mention the connectors, which type of connectors we are using.
Okay, sir.
So yeah, by reading the attachments, you can guess that okay, procedure call connector is there, data access connector is there.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, by seeing the diagram only, we cannot recognize which is caller, which is callee, sir.
No, we have to see this Acme stores. From this you will get. By seeing the diagram, you won't see it.
Okay, sir.
You have to read the Acme stores. From here you have to read caller callee. So is it visible the library management system? It's not visible.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Visible.
Yes, sir.
So this was the SRS for the library management system. So anyone is facing any problem? So anyone want to show the ATM system for this Acme?
Yes, sir. Sir, is it visible?
Yeah, visible.
Yes, sir.
Pad. Main program. This your server.
Yes, sir. Sir, this is caller, calling. Then this is caller, calling.
What is this black screen at the bottom? I can't see the property.
Black screen.
Yeah, based on the name can't be empty. The screen is red.
Yes, sir. That error came, but I didn't find any error in the source. No error in the source. I think it came earlier. I resolved that, but it still shows that message.
Okay. Show me the attachments.
Yes, sir. I have named the connectors also. That this is a procedure called one connector, and the role of caller is attached to the port to dispenser from ATM main program.
Then you have your stream connector is there.
Yes, sir. With server. Yeah, this is the stream connector here with server.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Should I stop, sir?
Yeah. So guys, we will go through the library management system first, SRS. Then you have to draw the same architecture for the library management system. Let me share that. So this is our library management system. We will go through this. What are the functionalities available for our library management system? So I will start reading the SRS now. The library system is a web-based application which is employed for automating a library. It allows the librarian to maintain the information about books, magazines, CDs, and its users. So it has these four main things for the librarian. It allows books, magazines, CDs, and its users. Furthermore, it provides the following facilities to its users. So these first four are will have to maintain for the librarian, and the next are for the users. So the first one is search for items. We can search for books, magazines, CDs available in our library. Then browse. Then we have checkout items. Then you have return items. We have to make reservation. Make reservation means if a book is not available, if there are only some limited copies of a book and all the copies are taken, so you can reserve a book. If anyone returns the book, so you can get the book if you make a reservation for that book. So the last one is the remove reservation. You can also remove the reservation. So these are the fixed facilities. For borrowing the item from the library, any user must get registered in the system initially. So the user has to register in the system. The user can search for any item in the library by using the search option. So this is the user can search for books. There will be a search option. If the user finds the item she is searching for in the library, and check out the item from the library. So if the item is found, you can check out the item. Check out the item from the library. If the study material is not available in the library at the moment, the user can make reservation for that item. If the book is not available, you can reserve. You can make reservation for that book. So whenever the book will be available, you can take that book. So the user who first reserve for that item is notified first. If the user checks out the item from the library, the reservation gets cancelled automatically. So it's based on priority. First one to reserve the book will get the book after the book is available. And the moment you get the book, your reservation will be cancelled automatically. So it is based on the priority. First come, first serve. The reservation can also be cancelled through an explicit cancellation procedure. So there will be an option if you want to cancel the reservation. If you don't want to wait for the book. So the librarian is an employee of the library who interacts with the borrowers whose work is supported by the system. The system allows the librarian to perform the following functions with a lot of ease. Here are some functionalities for the librarian. And the librarian is the one who will interact with the borrowers. So the functionalities are create, update. So the next is the delete information about titles, borrowers, and items and reservations in the system. So create maybe in the sense some new books that have arrived. So you can create a new database for those books. You can update. He can delete information about titles. So he can access the information about the borrower and items and reservations in the system. Library system can run on popular web browsers, platforms like Windows Explorer, Netscape Navigator, etc. It can be easily extended with new functionalities. So we are free to add some new functionalities. So if you want to add some new functionalities to this library management system, we can add this. So here we can see the actors. Which are the actors? We can see the librarian is the actor and the users or the borrowers are the actors. There are two types of actors. Then we have all these functionalities: search for item, browse, check out items, return items, make reservation, remove reservation. So you can also add your own functionalities if you want to add. You can make your own assumptions how the user can reserve a book, how user can borrow a book. You can add your own assumptions. And the librarian is responsible for creating the database for the books, updating the books. If any book is lost or any book is removed from the librarian will be responsible for that, for deleting the information about the titles, the number of borrowers, and the number of books reserved by the users. So library is acting as a kind of admin for this library management system. So this is the SRS for our library management system, and you can add your own assumptions. If you want to add some new functionalities, you can add for reservation or anything. So try to draw the architecture for this now. You have to draw for the ATM also and try drawing for the library management system. You have to consider what are the functionalities you want to use. Database. Will there be a server, anything like that? So find out the components, which connectors will be required, and try to draw this in our Acme Studio now. and you can show me after drawing. So I hope everyone have the SRS. You can start drawing. If you face any difficulties, you can ask.
बोले आप कर रहे हो लाइब्रेरी मैनेजमेंट ना बोले शुभम
Yes, sir. Yes, I have gone through the SRS and the library management SRS, and I have told them to draw the architecture in the Acme Studio now.
Yeah, let them do. आप चुपचाप खाली you watch them, okay?
Yes, sir.
You just watch. Let them do. कोई एक को बुला लो और उसको स्क्रीन में करने के लिए दो, ठीक है?
Yes.
आप मत करो. ठीक है.
Because I will send the SRS again. You are asking for SRS.
So components will be like library computers or means I'm not getting means what to set for.
Actually, software components only.
Yes, sir. Software components means one for library database server.
Like for functionalities, you can add components.
Means
Let me first share the SRS. Let me share.
yes, sir. Yes.
Here you can add the components for the functionalities. You can add a database.
Like for sir, one for database. So database will have books, sir, all kind of books.
Yeah.
Sir, so do we need to?
You can add one database. You can add more than one.
sir, like one database for all the books and another separate databases for books, magazines, CDs, users.
Now it depends on you what assumptions you are making. You can make only single. You can make 2 3 database for the users for books like that. So it's up to you. I mean,
And
database.
sir, we also need to add one DB table,
Which table?
database table, sir. इसकी
It will come under the data component, database component only.
okay, sir. Okay.
So I will mail the SRS again, the Zimbra account. You can check your WhatsApp group. The SR is there. I also mailed you in Zimbra. You can check the Zimbra. Check in the WhatsApp.
इंगोले, शुभम, हेलो शुभम, शुभम नहीं है, शुभम म्यूट, शुभम इंगोले, हाँ, अभी क्या, व्हाट आर यू डूइंग नाउ?
I have told him to draw the.
कोई एक को बुला लो, अक्षय कुमार, आप शेयर करो। अक्षय कुमार, अक्षय, हेलो अक्षय, चल पड़ा। इस तरह का बीमारी आई जस्ट हैड। चंद्रकांत,
यस सर।
आप शेयर करो, क्या कर रहे हो?
यस सर।
घर में क्या कर रहे हो? घूम रहे हो बाहर में ना, क्या है?
नो सर, कर रहा हूँ सर।
नो सर, करो, बातें मत करो। नो सर जो बातें करता है थप्पड़ देने के लिए इरादा आता है। करो, डू योर जॉब, डोंट रिप्लाई। ये सब रिप्लाई की आदत छोड़ो प्राइवेट कॉलेज का। शेयर करो। देन आप करो, आप पहले से ही खड़े हो, कॉलर कली करो। प्रतीक, guide him.
Yes, sir. I am doing, sir. Yes, sir.
You are doing.
Yes.
Who is doing? Chandrakant is doing. Pratik is doing. Who is
Sir,
sharing?
I am. Sir, Chandrakant is doing.
I am doing sir.
Okay, Chandrakant is sharing. Good boy. Chandrakant is a good boy. Do it. आप करो और प्रतीक उसको गाइड करो। देखो स्क्रीन पे क्या आ रही है और ढंग से करता है कि नहीं, गाइड करो। नेक्स्ट ईयर आप ही बच्चों को सिखाओगे चंद्रकांत, मैं आप ही को पकड़ूंगा। शुभम भैया की जगह आप नेक्स्ट ईयर आप ही खड़ा रहोगे। आज सीखोगे तो नेक्स्ट ईयर आप बच्चों से करवाओगे।
Hey, Chandrakant. Chandrakant.
Yes, yes.
How many components you are drawing?
1, 2, 3, 6 components.
6. Management, authors, and
Books management, library management, publisher management, login management, system user management, and author management.
Okay.
ये कहाँ से शुरू होता है? UML से। UML की जो यूज केस एक्टिविटी, ये सब करते करते क्लास डायग्राम बनाने के बाद ये ढंग से आएगा। आप 6 क्यों किए, 6 क्यों किए, डालमिया बोलेगा का 7 क्यों मेरा है, सिद्धार्थ बोलेगा मेरा 5 है, तो यू हैव टू फ्रीज, 5, 6, 7, 8।
Okay. Excuse me, sir. Chandrakant, you can do it fast if you right click and add. Right click on the system, means a screen. Yeah, and new component here in the bottom. Bottom. Yeah, new component. Yeah, add the name here. One admin program you can also add as a component. Yeah, login management. Yeah, okay.
You can reduce the size of this tab, properties tab.
What, sir?
Reduce the size of the properties tab. It will be visible properly.
Yeah, zoom out.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay. You can also reduce the size of this properties task problems tab. You can drag it down.
Yeah, sir
Where
is
can
saying minimize the property tab.
So you can minimize it also. Here, WhatsApp.
Sorry, what happened?
Middle one. There is just
Sir, I lost it.
click on library management system.
Yes, sir.
Click on system 1.x.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
You can see all the components.
What, sir?
Nothing. Just go on. Just try.
Add one database also, I think.
Can it be covered in library management or system user management?
So how will you login management means procedural call only, no? Procedural
Okay,
call
okay.
connector. That's why I'm saying database. Okay, now add connectors. You can also means assemble it there later. Yeah, add ports also. First add ports, otherwise it's show an error.
Can't add port directly. Is there
You
any
can,
shortcut?
you can add. Just go on component. Means click on
New component.
component.
Uh,
No.
okay,
On the
okay,
which component you want to add the port. Yeah, here top new
okay,
component,
okay. Yes,
new port.
yes,
Sorry,
yes.
new. Yeah,
Okay,
add
got it, got
add
it.
the name.
I need to name it.
Yeah, you can name means if it is book sport, then you can add like book sport because it will be easy to understand in source code, source access. I think that is publisher port. Book sport is that one you created earlier. You want to rename it?
Yes, I want to rename it.
Then I think you should go to properties. Otherwise, I don't think you can rename.
Okay, okay.
No, not here, not here, not here. Properties that we minimized earlier. Properties tab. Mhm. I think you have to go through window, then window. Click on window. Then show view. Then properties here. Fifth number. Fifth. Yeah, yeah. Now you can rename it. Where it's gone means it's disappear. Show view. Show view. Huh. Properties. Okay.
Can you suggest how should I connect?
Yeah, just add the connectors with their name like procedural call, data access, stream. We don't need any other connector, I think, event or linkage. Resize it. Resize this connector means this circle.
What?
Click on that connector circle.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. From diagonal. Yeah, here from this side. Minimize it. Or more, yeah, more. You can. Yeah, it's better. You have added the name for it. You named it.
No.
Then first give name, or later you can. Later you can.
I can do it now. I think.
Yeah. Do.
Oh.
Can you give control to me? Chandrakant, hello.
Yes.
Please hit the Control Z.
What?
Control Z. Control Z.
Okay, okay.
No, I am saying please hit the Control Z. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm not able to control it here. It means showing some problem. Chandrakant?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, do it your own because it's lagging. Means I doing something and it's showing something else.
Okay, okay. Just tell me. Just tell me.
Yeah, I am added one procedural call connector. So means connected to some port like login management and one for like system user. Yeah, and one for system user. Yeah. Mm, okay. Okay. Move this connector to center. Align it to center. This one. Yeah. Okay. You have to add so many port to that login management because all the means component will add to that only. Add name before their means port like server management or system management, then add like system port sys port 2 like that. Add something else later you can do. It has also placed to that place, I think. Move it to somewhere else. Yeah. Login port, okay. Its size also increased a little bit. Yeah, now fine. Port 3 P3. Do it P3. Yeah, it's also added to that place. Yeah. Okay. Hmm.
It's okay.
Yeah, add other ports also. You need to add, I think, six ports. Database port you can add in the bottom side also because do it fast, yeah. I think we left 30 minutes. Otherwise, class will extend. P4, do P4. Okay, enter. Don't click OK, just yeah. The small one, I think P4 is a small one. Yeah. Move that one to database. Don't increase size. I think it will. Okay, no problem. Add another port. You need two more ports. P5. Okay. Enter. Yeah, it's visible. Okay. Do one thing. Yeah. Just move the middle one to somewhere else because the next port will come to that place. So move that port to somewhere else. Yeah, middle one. I think bottom. Yeah. Now add another P6. Yeah, don't increase other. Okay. Add another one. P6. Yeah. Okay. 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 Increase it the size. Or you also need four more connectors. So first add all the connectors, then we will do later. Database connector. Add database connector, name it data access connector. You are at, yeah, port DB port. Do it DB port. Okay. Okay. You also added one port. I added one port. Okay, add one connector first. Database management. For database management. Not port. Add connector. Data access connector. Here, in between login management and database management. Move it to here. Chandrakant.
Yes.
Yeah, do one thing. Connect that port to means that role to this another port because it will create some problem later.
Okay. Which port?
Yeah, downside, bottom side. Port that role. Yeah, that connector role to some other port. It's having some problems. Don't move, otherwise it will enlarge. It will enlarge. Just do just click somewhere else. Click some yeah. Now add to some port. Okay. Yeah, move that connector also to some between database and document management. Connector. That circle to somewhere else. I am saying that yeah. Yeah, here you can. Okay. Add another. another connector.
Okay.
Connect to one port. Yeah. Move to authors management, I think. There. And move that connector also to upward. I am saying connector, you are moving port, yeah. Okay. Add one more. We need, I think, 2 more connectors also. Okay. Chandrakant.
Yes.
I think you can do one thing here.
Yes.
Move that login management to center.
It will be messed. I think.
Already it is messed.
Uh,
First, means remove means move that connectors from their center, and then move that login management. Yeah, move like you can add means that login management to there. That's I'm saying. That's why I'm saying database management connector to between database and login management, not there. That one you placed in publisher management. That one is a database management connector. So move that one to bottom side.
this one.
Yeah, move it to bottom side. Okay. And yeah, and the beside you are having library management connector. Beside
Yeah.
database management connector. Here, downside. Bottom.
Yes. Yes.
Bottom.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
move it to somewhere else.
There. Maybe.
That one I think that's database management connector.
Yeah. This database.
Beside you are having library management connector.
Yes. 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 There. Here.
Move it to between.
I think it should be here.
Yeah, now you can. Or one thing you can do.
There. Author management and login
management. Move that publish management to in between library management, publisher management. Move it. Okay. You can move that books management to left side. Not that. Authors management to right side and books management to left side. Yeah. Yeah. Or anything else? Okay. It's a problem because you are added port in that manner.
Yeah. I got it.
So
I got
you
it.
can shift ports also.
I fix it.
Only that port you have connect with connector. Other ports cannot have any problem. Database port is in downside, that will be easy for us.
Wait, yeah, I fixed it again. I just do it. Someone else, please present it. I'm doing it. I'm correcting it.
Okay. I think Ingul. Subham sir. Sir, Rishabh want to present his diagram. He has completed.
Okay. करो.
Rishabh.
हाँ, Rishabh is now.
Yeah.
I have made it simple. All the resources like books, CDs, magazine, all will be managed here in the resource management. All the different things related to user, what he will search, or everything else will be managed here in user management. All the entries in the database, that is updation, deletion, anything else will be handled here in this edit database. LMS will, the library management system software will act as an interface between these and the database server. So this is simple. I have added data access connector here. Then these 3 procedure call connector here. Assigned these connectors as callers. These 4 connectors and these 4 connectors, the rows as callee.
Sir, you are not audible, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir, you are not audible. Means you are audible, but it's not louder.
इंगुले जोर से बोलो.
Yes. I'm audible now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm saying is, so you have to go a little bit deeper. You have just presented like a level 0 architecture. So you have to add more number of components. All the functionalities we have seen in the SRS. So try
Sir,
to
I
add.
want to show.
Yeah.
Sir, may I share?
Yeah, you can show. You can share your screen.
Sir, is it visual, sir?
Yeah, it's easy.
Sir, I have made a little bit bigger, sir. This is library user. And user will make a request to the library system, and that request will be given to the management system, and that system will make some list of all the requests. And I have added some another system, that is priority management system, and that will decide which request has more priority. According to that, this will serve that request, and that request will be given to the server. I have added 3-4 servers, as you have said, for different like management magazine 1 server, book 1 server, CD 1 server, and research papers 1 server.
You can add only one server for all these.
And I have added, sir, a common server, sir.
Okay, your central server.
Yes, sir, central server I've added. That will cooperate with all other server, because I cannot.
There is no need of other server. One server is sufficient. Okay, delete.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Delete.
Sir, can we use different database and only one server?
One server, one database.
One server is enough.
Okay, sir. Okay, I will rectify, sir.
Technology is changing, so one server is enough.
Okay, sir.
Sir, should I show Siddharth, sir?
Wait. Okay, you separate. Siddharth, come up.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Yeah. In the present day, one server, one user is enough. Okay. Technology is changing. You cannot make for everything separate.
Is it visible?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah. So this design starts from the system admin, where system admin is the main caller, and system admin just maintains the librarian, as librarian is just an employee. And then librarian manages the database, where the database manages three things, that is items, reservation system, and user. So in items we have item is basically a server only, which stores books, magazines, and CDs, and these item is managed by database. And then there comes users. So user record is also in the database, and user can register or deregister itself in the database. User can also access items, because he has to browse for books, magazines, CDs, or let make some means in SRS we had user can browse or can check out and everything. So for that he or she needs to access the items. That's why user is connected to the items. And also user is connected to a reservation system, where only the reservation records are stored, reservation timing and date timing details all are stored, which is also ultimately is stored in the database. That's why database is connected to everything, and user have access to the reservation system and item. So this much only.
And types of connectors, how you decided which type of connectors will we use?
Yes, for that, in librarian, from librarian to database, it is the librarian will the role for the be caller, and the role for the database side will be the callee, because librarian will access the database, and it will not work vice versa. So likewise, I have selected every connector's roles. You can check here for at the attachment part. 1 second, sir.
You can open that.
Siddharth,
Yes.
show your attributes, property attributes.
I have not
Added.
I just added attributes for some components till now. There is, I guess, database and users. I guess yes, users and database. These are the two components I've be added attributes, and rest I will be doing.
And you can also add the functionality like search for item, browse, check out specifically from user.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'll do that. Yes,
user
I'll do that, sir. Okay, sir.
Anyone else want to show?
Yes, sir, I want.
Pratik.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. प्रतीक
Yes, sir.
प्रतीक आप दिखा रहे हो प्रतीक कौन अभी कौन डिस्प्ले कर रहा है
Sir, it's Pratik.
ओके नहीं प्रतीक आप बाद में आप तो कुछ आगे बढ़ रहे हो मैं जो लोग आगे नहीं बढ़ रहे सोमो 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 आप आ जाओ सोमो कम अप
Yes, sir.
हाँ कम अप प्रतीक आप जरा गाइड करो सबको गाइड करो उसके बाद आपकी लास्ट में प्रतीक थोड़ा लास्ट में प्लीज ओके सोमो कम अप
Sir, it is visible, sir. Hello. Sir, is it visible?
It's not
करो
Hello.
yeah not yet not yet
Now, sir, is it visible?
nah not yet
Sir, I presented, but I don't know what happened.
so who will know ask your chief minister or whom you will ask अरे बाबू ठीक करो you said it right Huh? You are no more a small kid. If it is a requirement, you have to do it.
What happened, Somshekhar? It's not visible.
It's not visible, so
Sir, I
can open.
presented.
no, don't present.
Sir,
Just
can I share
clear
my
the window.
screenshot?
No. Just open
What?
the Acme Studio. First open the Acme Studio and again come to our Microsoft.
I already opened that software and
Just try to share something else.
something else. Okay.
We can see if it's working or not.
Is it visible or not?
Yeah, it's visible now. Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah, it's visible.
Now again try the Acme.
No, is it visible?
Not visible.
Hello.
Yeah, it's visible.
Not
Visible,
okay.
visible.
Yes,
I made like this, and first thing is we have our main function. The library software has one thing. It has two options. One is for the librarian. That is, librarian can create, update, and delete and modify the things in the database. And for another option, that is for the users. It is user can search, browse, and check out and reservation. Made these things.
You can add a server also.
Server.
Yeah, you can.
Where, sir?
Between the library and management, you can.
Okay, for in between library and these two options, we need to add server.
Yeah, user and library, user management and main library.
Okay, sir.
You have to make some modifications. Yeah.
Where, sir? Where can I make modifications?
You can make like for user management and all those search, browse, checkout, and reservation. To add a server between them, user management and the four functionalities.
Okay.
Yeah.
For I need to add two servers. I mean, in between the main library main and the user management, and also between user management and these functions.
Just only add between the user management and functions.
Okay, sir.
Try to avoid duplicacy as much as possible. Otherwise, you will be confused.
Okay, sir.
So color, collie, role, port, everybody has understood by now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No confusion. Port, role, color, collie. How it is associated with connector. Okay, आ जाओ ये प्रतीक आप 10 मिनट में खत्म करो. We'll close it down.
Yes, sir.
प्रतीक आ जाओ.
Yes, sir.
Anybody प्रतीक से बढ़िया कोई किया है? Andrilla, have you done better than Pratik? Can you boast? Can you boast? Anybody can boast that I have done better than Pratik? I am a better boy. Can anybody challenge Pratik? Then I will bring him first.
Sir, can I
No.
share?
Eh?
Sir,
Who?
can I share?
Who?
Sir, Nirmal.
Nirmal Panda. Okay, Nirmal, come up. Pratik, dekho. How many mistakes Pratik is catching? Just see. No, mistakes make you perfect. I don't make any wrong comment on mistake.
Sir, is it visible?
Yeah.
It's fantastic, sir. It's better than mine.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good attitude of Pratik. I do appreciate Pratik's thought process. Very good. Yes, Pratik. What are the things? Siddhartha, tell Pratik and tell your good friend Nirmal, where is the anything changes desired?
Yes,
Color,
I'm checking out.
anything details, it has a depiction, it should be a interaction. Some sort of interaction should be there.
But you have made a separate component for user and separate for librarian.
Since
I
user
think,
can access the library management system
yeah,
from anywhere.
so that component will be same now, because that component will be used by librarian also, that component will be used by user also, because component
No,
is a property that in can provide databases.
No, but the component is same, but it location is different. No, that's why I have separated it out.
actually, user and librarian should be different component, but you have not connected them. Means librarian cannot access user in your case, so you have to use a connector there. And librarian, there in SRS there is that librarian can manage user, so you have to connect these two components. And for all other components you have made like search, browse, return, and that are functionalities that cannot be components. So you should make some system, and those functionalities should be within the system. You have made functionalities as a system, so that is a problem here.
Hello?
Yes.
One server component also you need, I think, for
That's why I have represented as database only. I can
no,
rename it as database server.
data access connectors means for storing data of all that books and video lectures.
You can add a server between these functionalities and database, and from that
If you want to connect with specific functionality.
Okay. Anything else?
I think then you need server.
Okay.
Have you heard what I told you?
Yes, yes. You said add a server between the between database and the functionalities.
No. I like you add one one component of server for like user and librarian, or means user to browse or librarian to browse.
Okay.
anyone else want to show?
Otherwise you have did everything all right.
Yeah,
But
yes.
you made more than one component, like browse you have two browser, reservation you have two reservation.
Browser is only one. This is for
Yeah.
borrowers.
you misspelled is because it's written like browse. Borrowers. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Borrower. Okay.
Okay, you can stop sharing.
Yes.
Subham sir.
Yeah.
Sir, as he made like so many components for every feature, is it needed in real-time project?
Because there, it will be in our project now, all these functionalities.
So, but any other means like Rahul, Siddharth, they don't do like they didn't do like that.
Yeah, but I think there should be components for these functionalities.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
To fix up the components and its related connectors, you need to pass through all the diagrams of UML. Then only you can converge that these are the basic required components. So all the steps of UML, you need to start from use case. Of course, it's a long process, but this type of confusion can be avoided. And it needs a brainstorming. Everybody has to agree. Yes, this is a requirement. This is a requirement. Right from use case activity. Do you understand how hard it is? Only to avoid any future confusion, any sort of unnecessary. I told that somebody told that day that putting honey on the ham, something like that. Don't exaggerate. Don't put unnecessary extra thing. Any extra server, any extra component, any extra connector, don't put that. Don't exaggerate. Okay, okay. So it needs a long process. Long process right from use case, activity, state chart, sequence, then class, then component. So you see what a long process. We are directly jumping to component here because we don't have much time to debate. We don't have much time to debate. But to fix up the exact number of components, exact number of connectors, you need to pass through that, the same procedure. Otherwise, there will be always confusion. Why 2 server? Why a single server? Why not 3? This, to avoid that, you have to pass through those steps. Okay? I know software architecture is a long process, but until unless you pass through this long process, there will be always some error in the end. Some defect will come up at the client side. At the client side, some problem will come up. Anyway, और कुछ कोई दिखाना चाहेगा? Anybody? प्रतीक आपने दिखा दिया?
No, sir.
आप दिखाओ, छुट्टी करेंगे. आप दिखाओ, उसका बाद छुट्टी. So take interest. Your interest will help you to go deep into the problem. Your interest. कोई छोटा बच्चा नहीं कि माँ चामच में खिला देगा, स्पून में. Your कोई मम्मी यहाँ पर. हाँ, बोलो.
Sir, I did like one thing I said for client management means all kind of users like any user who want to issue some books or want to see some video lecture, they can log in from client management. Library admin is one person who can set everything for client management, library accounts, books and general, video lecture, ebooks, and he also access database and also the server programs he can access. And I set a database connector as a data access connector and server programs as a stream connector, and all other are procedural call.
Again, you have to debate why procedural, why not other type of connectors.
Sir,
It needs
because
a debate. Okay,
yes,
you have thought
yes,
of,
sir.
but yeah, you have read so many connectors, 8 type of connectors. Why not event connector? Why not string connector? You have to make argument. Okay, just telling you. Then somebody will tell, Siddharth will tell, Bhaiya, there should be a stream connector here. Nirmal will tell there should be an event connector here. So out of this brainstorming, a final decision comes out. Yeah. Yeah, it needs a lot of brainstorming session. Why? You have to all the time ask why.
Sir, I think procedural call is only needed because whenever you are accessing user client or server, then you client and library admin, then you will only lead that.
Okay. Just see. Anyway, this is the level 0. Then as Ingule Bhaiya is telling, you have to go to the level 1. You have to go to the next level, means more detail. How? From level 0, this is level 0, the reference one. Then you have to go to the level 1, level 2 in subsequent levels. What you do in the DFD, data flow diagram, the same thing. When you break to the simpler ones, to the next level. So how to do that? Tell me in the next class. We'll close it down. It is 12 o'clock. So next class, please try yourself how you will go to the next level and make it more detailed. Okay? Okay, that's all today. So we are meeting tomorrow at 4:15. So Ingole आप attendance ले लो. ठीक है. Okay. Okay. I'm quitting. Bye children. Bye boys. Bye boys and girls. Bye. I'm leaving.
Because I am taking the attendance. Vikas Kumar.
Present, sir.
Jitendra Gora.
Yes, sir, present.
Jitendra. Asim Guleria. Absent. Ashutosh Gupta. Ashutosh Gupta. Pratik Jaiswal. Pratik. Shubham.
Present, sir.
Rikaz.
Sir, present, sir. Vikas present.
Chandra Panda. Present.
Present, sir.
Sir.
Present, sir.
Andrila.
Present, sir.
Ranveer.
Present, sir.
Omsekar.
Present, sir.
Rishabh.
Present, sir.
Akshay.
Present, sir.
Rahul Sahu.
Present, sir.
Chandrakant.
Present, sir.
Shivam. Shivam Dalmia. Achyut Kumar. Absent. Rakesh Kumar.
Yes, sir, present.
Mahendra Kumar. Absent. Srilekha.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Mark present. Okay, we will close our lab.
Sir, should we leave now?
सर ऑलरेडी लीव कर दिए